Guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Caught in the Act, Unfaithful Season 2 episode. I don't know because they didn't put it on the screen, called You Will Never Touch Me Again. But in this case, he may potentially touch him again. Okay. This review might not even be like 5 minutes because ain't nothing really happened in this episode. Ain't nothing really happened in this episode. But anyway, we get introduced to a guy named Brian. Okay. So throughout this whole time with him talking with Tammy, I'm just like, bruh, like no one's gonna get him a napkin or something. Homeboy was sweating bullets, okay? But he in relationship with some guy named Eric. They've been together for about a year. He lets us know that Eric is not necessarily on the DL, but it's just kind of like, I forgot how he explained it. Pretty much, he's not afraid to be in public with Bryant, but I guess I don't even remember. I'm not going to even lie to you. I don't remember the reason why it's kind of like he's sort of on the DL, but not really on the DL. Maybe he's not really comfortable with his sexuality just yet because he is bi. So okay, whatever the case may be. And when I'm like listening to him talk with Tammy, there's not really that much reason of why he thinks he's cheating, even though he's cheating. But they do have like a long distance relationship from what it seems like. And I guess on Instagram, social media, whatever the case may be, Eric be hiding his stories from Brian seeing. But when Brian logs into a different account on Instagram, he goes to Eric's stories and he's able to see them. So I guess that's his main reasoning for thinking that Eric is cheating. Like I said, he is technically, but I was just like, that's all we have. Because usually everybody else has like multiple reasons why they have an inkling that their significant other is cheating. But we taking on the case just from this reasoning. Okay, whatever, cool. We're gonna find something out anyway. And we get to the investigation. So who's the investigator? My favorite. Patrice. Patrice, where you been at? Because, it's been quite a few weeks since you've last did a PI for the episode. And you might be doing something else. But I'm just kind of like, Patrice, like, I came back for you, and we didn't do nothing crazy. She wasn't, looking through garbage cans this week. But it's like, I was hoping for something. But that's okay. We get to see your beautiful face. So she's the PI for this episode. And we really didn't get much. It looks like on day one, Eric takes Brian's car because from what Brian let us know, Eric is living with him and he's driving his car. So Eric takes Brian's car to a car wash and then goes back home. Doesn't seem that much was happening. But later that night, Eric did go to a club, was talking with a guy. Seemed like they probably was flirting or whatnot. They left the club, exchanged numbers, and that was it for that night. Then on day two, it looks like he goes to a dance studio, meets up with a girl, and they go to a drive-through and they're talking. And I guess the girl had done met Eric's family. They ended up, sharing a kiss in the car and whatnot because, they have the videos in the car and whatnot. So after that, I think that's it. No. Actually, I lied. They kiss and then they go to the girl's house. And he spent like 3 hours in there before he came back out. So, God only knows what happened in there for those 3 hours, right? So then after that, I think he goes back home. Yeah. So then on day three, then we see Eric goes to a lounge with the same girl. And they talk and flirt. They probably did some kissation. And I think that's about it. But I mean, they already, kissed, even though technically emotionally cheating is still cheating even if y'all not kissing and whatnot. So he already cheated. We already saw him cheat. You know what I'm saying? Exchanging numbers with some guy at the club on day one. So I mean, clearly he ain't hiding nothing, you know what I'm saying? So after that, we get to when Brian is meeting with Tammy and DJ Envy to go over the footage. So from the first night, Brian was already on 10. He's like, I'm not cool with that. And understandably so. Like, I don't think anyone would want to see their significant other going to a club, exchanging numbers with someone and whatnot. So I get it. But Brian is very animated. He's like always on 10 with everything. If it's in a good way or bad way, he's always on 10. So if it's a bad way, it's not even on 10 no more. It's 1,000. And then later on, we're going to see him that he was on 1,000,000. Okay. So, so he was obviously upset about the footage that he saw. So Tammy offers him the team up or takedown, and Brian chooses the takedown. Okay, cool. We get to the takedown, right? As soon as they pull up, because I guess Eric and Homegirl was at the studio, okay, the dance studio, As soon as they pull up to the studio, Brian don't even give it a chance to watch what's going on first. He said, "No, I'm ready. Let's go." So, like I said, that's why this review not gonna be long, because we just get straight to the point. Which I'm like, more episodes should be like this. So he immediately goes in. He don't even like go in. He runs in, right? He runs in all automatically on like a million, going off like what's going on. Eric seeming like, since he's caught, he kind of going off to Kwana, which is what the girl's name is like she's just like very confused, like what the heck is going on? A relationship? You with a guy? Da da da. So she didn't know none of that. And of course, Tammy and DJ Envy tries to go in to do damage control. But can you really do damage control when you're dealing with a personality like Brian? No, you can't. But she tries to anyway. And Tammy tries to have everyone sit together, because before she has them try to sit together, since Brian was on 3,000, 3 billion, whatever you want, like whatever, right? So now he's on all fours, hands and knees, saying he can't breathe. Sir, if you didn't do all that, you would be able to breathe. Why do you do that to yourself? So he can't breathe. He's all breathing hard. Mind you, his shirt is off at this point. And I'm just like, Brian, what are you taking your shirt off to do? Was you going to fight Eric or was you going to fight Kwana? Like, what are we doing here? So after he, on his hands and knees saying he can't breathe, he gets up and walks away. The girl's expressing she had no clue about the whole Brian situation and thought she and Eric were together for like 9 months. But then that's when I think DJ Envy had to let her know that Brian and Eric been together for like a year. So Tammy tries to have everyone sit together, but Brian asks for a medic because he said he can't breathe. So, they call an ambulance. At this point, Kwana's crying. Tammy goes to talk to Eric one-on-one. And Eric does express that he does love Brian, but the thing is, the issue he has with him is he feels that Brian takes away from his masculinity and makes him feel emasculated. So that gave him the inkling. Well, the inkling to cheat, because he said Kwana doesn't make him feel like that. She makes him feel everything that Brian doesn't. So obviously he knows it's not right. Obviously we have to find out the reason that they feel justified for what they did, or why they went about to do things the way they did and cheat and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you cheated, bruh. And, you shouldn't have thought it was going to be okay. Thought you was going to get right back with the homeboy. Even though some people that we've seen in these past few weeks do get right back with a person. But it's just kind of like, I can understand why you feel like you need to get what you want from somebody from someone else, but the way you went about it was very incorrect, because you cheated. Like, I can't say any justification that someone has for cheating is like, oh, okay, it's okay, I understand. It's like, I can get why you feel like you need to go to someone else. But if you feel like you need to go to someone else, you need to just break it off first and then go to someone else so you can freely do it. Anyway, so after he's like trying to explain and justify the reasons why he dating Kwana, whatnot, ambulance is showing up to check on Brian. And now we have Eric still talking with Tammy, saying he owes Kwana an apology. So him and Tammy go to sit down with Kwana, and he does just that to apologize to her for his wrongdoings and leading her on. But he wants a future with Brian and stuff. So Kwana already knew that from the get-go. She just wishes that Eric was more transparent about it, because she herself is queer. So she's just like, she didn't even know that he was bisexual, all that stuff. And it's just like, why would you do this to me? And, even though they only been together for 9 months, but I feel like if y'all been together for 9 months, so she says, like, I'm surprised that conversation ever came up, because from the way she's made it seem like he knew that she was queer, so I'm surprised he didn't tell her that he's bi. But maybe he felt like that was going to run her away, because some people do feel like, I'm a female, I can be queer, but, I can't be with no man who's like bisexual or something. So I don't know if that's the reason why he never told her anything about his sexuality, or be full transparent, 100% transparent about his sexuality with her. But clearly, he ain't feeling her like that. If you can't be honest with someone that you care about and whatnot, clearly you don't care about and love them that much, because your significant other eventually becomes your best friend and stuff, because you hang with them every day, and when you live together, you're with them every day. So it's just kind of like, after 9 months and stuff, like, y'all still not having certain conversations, and you may not be the one. Not saying you not, but you just may not be the one. Okay. So after he does that apology, and she knows that he ain't gonna be moving forward with her, We then go get back to Bryant. He's still in the car looking like he's about to fall asleep. And I guess he refused to go to the hospital. So ambulance was like, all right, I mean, this is against medical advice. You're not trying to go to the hospital, so we're just gonna leave you right here, bruh. So they leave him in the car in the backseat, laying down. And, Tammy comes to check on him. Eric is like very concerned about Brian because of the fact that, he can't breathe and he may be going to the hospital. So he wants to go check on his boo thing. And, Tammy and Envy, DJ Envy allows him to, DJ Envy putting in his ad libs talking about, oh, look how much he cares about him because, that's all he's thinking about. He should have cared about him when he was cheating too. But anyway, DJ Envy, don't try to say all this stuff like what Eric did. Eric wasn't the cause of all this. Now, granted, like I said, I know Brian be on $3 billion, especially that he's pissed. But at the same time, with people who's already on 10 like that, it's like the moment you hurt them in any type of way, fashion, or form, they just gonna go on $3 billion. And even Quana told Eric at one point, like, look what all this stuff that you done caused. So DJ Envy, don't try to, defend Eric of, him caring. Well, he should have cared about him before he cheated. Anyway, but they allowed him to go see Brian in the back of the car and talk to him. And Brian gets down. He don't get down on the knee, but he squats down next to his boo thing, apologizing to him for everything he did and, saying that Brian's the love of his life and admits he was wrong for what he did, but tries to explain why he got pushed into someone else's arms and stuff. But Brian said, look, bruh, he not going to go back. He said Eric's apology was not accepted. He don't want nothing to do with him. And I'm just like, okay, we're going to find out in 3 months because this is what you say now, Brian. But I don't know. A lot of people be saying that and then get back with that person 3 months later. So then we get the little confessionals of them before we go to the 3-month update. And Eric is hoping that they can work things out. We just see Quano crying. She'll even talk to the camera. And then we have Brian. He says he has to think about how he's going to go moving forward with dating men. And it's just like, unfortunately, we can all hope we don't get hurt. That's the risk we take whenever we get into a new relationship. We risk, especially if we get, have feelings for them and wanting to, think about lifetime goals with them. So it's kind of like we know that's a risk factor of being hurt, but it's just like, that's just the risk you take with trying to fall in love. I would just say for you, Brian, let's try to, because I feel like if I say what I say, people, especially Brian, going to be offended. Because I was going to say, let's just try to tone it down. Because, like, bro, you went on $3 billion to the point now they had to call the ambulance on your ass. So, like, in regards to that, like, if you want to be 10, in positive ways and stuff, like jokes and stuff, like, listen, that's your personality, do you, boo. But when it comes to certain things about like you being pissed and stuff, and now you can't breathe, you're on all hands and knees, and ambulance being called, and you don't want to go to the hospital and stuff, it's just like, maybe you shouldn't be so like animated to the point where it's causing you health problems. Okay, let's work on that. So hopefully that doesn't get me canceled and stuff. I can't be canceled because who am I right now? Someone who talks on YouTube. But, for future, because, what if I do make it big one day? But we're not talking about me. We're talking about him. Yeah, so just kind of tone it down, especially, for your health purposes. And that's it for that. We then move on to the 3-month update. And Brian and Eric are still not together. But, Eric is open to being friends with... Brian's open to being friends with Eric. And... doesn't really say the door is closed in regards to getting to a relationship again, but he did express that that there has to be some deep changes that are made before he even tries to entertain of him and Eric being in a relationship again. And in my head, I'm just like, it better be deep changes on both sides, because both of you guys got things to work on if you think you're going to try to attempt this type of relationship yet again. And if you guys do, I mean, that's y'all prerogative. That's what y'all want to do. That's what y'all want to do. Like, we really don't care. Like, I really don't care what y'all do, because after watching every episode of this dang show, season 1 and 2, y'all just, a lot of y'all just really, y'all a lot of y'all just don't even understand that y'all could do so much better. Like, y'all really could just do so much. The people who get cheated on, y'all just really could do so much better, but yet y'all settle to get back with these people. Like, we seen this on national TV that, like, y'all got played and you go back to that same person. Why? But I mean, like I said, that's what y'all want to do. That you guys are more than welcome to do it. And I just don't be understanding why you would do that when there's probably so many more better prospects who can treat you like the way you deserve to be treated. But if you want to go back to the person who treated you, that's fine. Because a lot of them, I just be like, they're gonna do it again. Quite a few of them that go back. I'm just like, you realize they're gonna do it again. So if you're okay with them doing it again, that's fine. But if you're not okay, why go back? Because it's like they don't. Some of them don't seem like they're gonna change their ways at all. But that's what y'all do. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a damn. But that was the end of the episode. The fact that I have the energy and I did all that in 15 minutes, I'm shocked. But like I said, this episode didn't really give much. But here we are. I watch it for the entertainment, and Patrice was on here, so always enjoy those. Anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, that's cool, because like I said, this episode wasn't much. But come back next week. I be trying to work on my jokes, guys. I really do. But sometimes when they don't give me nothing to make jokes on, it's like my jokes fall flat. But come back next week, please. Hopefully I can make you laugh, and then you can subscribe then, okay? And comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, peasy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.